Welcome to the replay viewers, and welcome anybody who comes in and joins me today. Hello Myra. Welcome, welcome. I'm in Joppa, at the old city of Joppa, and looking at Simon the Tanner's house. Hello Pajama, nice to see you here. I see you in a lot of other people's scopes. It's lovely to see you in mine. Welcome. Now, I'm not very good at reading the small screen, so if I miss your comment or misgreeting you, then sorry about that. But hi Kuba, welcome. I'm in old Joppa today. Hi Sarah. Hi. Thanks Pajama. I'm sitting at Simon the Tanner's house, and I thought I'd just start by, just in case anybody doesn't know, oops, sorry, I'm wobbling a little bit here. In case anybody doesn't know the story, I thought I'd read you a little bit of it while I'm just sitting here looking at it. Oh, and I've just lost it. Hold on, there we are. Might have told me. So, now there was in Caesarea a man in Caesarea named Cornelius, a centurion of what was called the Italian regiment. He was a devout man and feared God, along with his whole household. He did many charitable deeds for the Jewish people and always prayed to God. About 3 in the afternoon, he distinctly saw in a vision an angel of God who came in and said to him, "Cornelius." Looking intently at him, he became afraid and said, "What is it, Lord?" The angel told him, "Your prayers and your acts of charity have come up as a memorial offering before God. Now send to Joppa and call for Simon, who is also named Peter. He is lodging with Simon, a tanner, whose house is by the sea." And this is a very important location, because this is believed to perhaps be the location of Simon the Tanner's house, and it's called Simon the Tanner's house today. It used to be a mosque, and you can see the minaret of the mosque above it. And I did discover a little bit of information about the mosque, if I can just find it on my iPad. It's a small mosque named Jama al-Budrus, which Budrus is Peter's name in Arabic. So it's based on the Greek name of Petrus. It was constructed in 1730. So if anybody thought it was the real house of Simon the Tanner, well, it wasn't. It's just on the site. And it includes a minaret, a call for prayer tower, which you can see up at the top there. So this is just going to be a short scope. Has anyone got any questions about it? It belongs to... Oh, I'm in Israel. So this is in Joppa in Israel, and I just read for you a passage from the Bible which spoke about it. Okay? So this is Simon the Tanner's house. So I'll just walk a little bit closer and you can just see what it says on the sign here. Okay, look, it's written there in Arabic and Hebrew as well as English. Most of the signs here are written in all 3 languages. I'm Australian but originally from Britain, so my accent is still British even though I've lived in Australia most of my life. So the notes here say various Christian traditions tell the story of Simon the Tanner, who lived in this house and hosted Peter the Apostle here. It was here that Peter raised Tabitha from the dead. Well, yes, and saw his famous vision in which he was commanded to eat animals regarded as unclean in Jewish tradition. When he refused, he heard a voice saying, "What God has cleansed, you must not call common." Acts 10:15. Peter interpreted his vision as divine permission to forego the Jewish commandments and to preach Christianity to Jews and pagans alike. This was a historic turning point in which Christianity evolved from what was considered an esoteric sect of Judaism to a worldwide religion. Well, you know, we may or may not disagree with everything on there, but it's certainly an interesting house to come to. And if I can just go past, can I go in front of you?
Sorry, it's okay.
I'm filming. This is the front entry of the house, and at the top it says Simon the Tanner's house. And it says the Zakarian family. They're the people who evidently owned the place, but there's a big metal grill in front of it, so we can't go in there today. Hello, Myra. Nice to see people join me. Has anybody got any questions? There's a few people in the area now, so anybody got any questions about Simon the Tanner's house?
No, I want to explain, but I don't see Anna. I want to show you something. I think they start.
It's very quiet. Oh, it's nice to see someone still there. Thanks for letting me know you're still here. This is where Simon Peter, the disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ, was staying when he got the call from Cornelius to come and preach the gospel to the Gentiles. No, look, I've been here a few times and it's never been open. I do remember years and years ago, some ladies who would be my parents' age, so they'd pretty well passed away now. I remember them telling me they did go in, but I haven't seen it open. Hi Aaron, nice to see you here. Yes, you finally got on one of my scopes, so it's good to see you here. So you'll have to go back to the beginning. I read the Bible passage at the beginning just to explain where it came from. And yeah, so this is just a little bit of history here. Good to see you here. So, oops. Have you visited any other places today? Had a little bit of a slow start today. We've been in Joppa for the last little while, and I'm going to go down to the port in a few minutes and hopefully scope round the port area. Nice to see the hearts coming, so thank you. How are you going, Kaba? Are you okay? All well? Hi Solange, nice to see you. I'm just scoping from Simon the Tanner's house in Old Jaffa. I'll just move away a little bit further back because I'll get in the way of this group otherwise. Okay, there we go. You've never been there. Okay, it's in the old port of Jaffa. And if you go back to the beginning of the scope, I read the Bible passage that it came from. Oh, your wife is here, is he? Wow, that's good news. So they're all here. Wonderful. How long are they staying in Israel? In Kalkilia? Yes, yes. Aaron, this is where Peter had the revelation that the gospel of Jesus Christ was for the Gentiles as well as for the Jews. It's amazing that the disciples saw everything Jesus did and still doubted, but were changed at the end. Well, the disciples, once they saw the resurrected Jesus, they knew the truth. And no, it wasn't that all food was permitted, Aaron. That's not the meaning of the passage. It was that the meaning of the passage was that Gentiles be accepted in as having a place in salvation. It was just an illustration. What came down from the in the cloud, it wasn't saying that. It was an illustration that what Peter had thought was unclean. They thought the Gentiles were unclean and couldn't have a part in God's purposes. But this passage was to indicate that Gentiles were also to receive the salvation of God. And that explanation's borne out when you read just a little bit further in Acts. So it wasn't saying that Jewish people should not keep, Jewish people who believed in Yeshua should not keep the commandments. Oh, okay. CPT4, yes, I'll ask him. I'll try and remember later on. I'll get my husband to remind me to look at the replay later. Okay? Yeah, just in case I forget. Oh, thanks, Pajama. If we all try and remember, it'll be good. It's a bit difficult remembering when you're on vacation and wandering around. Oh, thanks. I'm a little bit nervous scoping for the first time. I'll get used to it eventually. But it's certainly challenging talking into a phone when there's people around. So I think very highly of those people who normally live in Israel here who scope for us. So So anyway, any other questions that you got? Where am I from? Originally, I'm from England. I moved to Australia when I was a young lady, and I'm now a senior lady. And I live in Australia. So I've lived in Australia for 40 years. So that's quite a long while. But we're here on vacation in Israel. We will be here for all of April and nearly all of May. And I'm hoping to scope a little bit every day if I can. So if you want to follow me and share what I'm doing, then hopefully you will see Christian sites, Jewish sites. There will be Arabic places that we're visiting as well. We're going down to visit tour guide Aaron, so hopefully maybe I'll be able to scope him touring us somewhere. Yeah, well, hopefully, you'll be able to share what we're doing, a little of what we're doing. Yeah, well, we're a senior, but it costs so much to come here from Australia. We've kind of stretched it as long as we can, and we're going to be self-catering as much as we can to keep all our costs down. So that helps a little bit. And because we've been here before, it's not so daunting as if it's the first time we were here. Yes, we will see the tomb of Jesus. There are a couple of different locations that are perhaps the tomb where Jesus was laid, and I'll see what I can do about scoping both of them. So one is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, one is in the Garden Tomb, and I'll definitely scope the Garden Tomb with you, Solange. But we won't be there until next month. Okay, my last 3 weeks are in Jerusalem, and that's in the Jerusalem area. We're travelling all around Israel prior to that time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Aaron. It's going to be good to catch up with you. Hope we can catch up with Miko and the kids at some point as well. It'll be great. But we've had a good time so far. We arrived Sunday, and we've done a few things this week already. So hopefully we'll be travelling north from tomorrow. Anybody else got any questions? It helps scopers if you ask questions, because particularly when you're new to it like me, because I don't know what to say after a little while. So any questions? Okay, well look, I'll sign off, and hopefully I'll scope from the port in just a few minutes. Oh yes, I get to tour with Aaron. In fact, we toured with him 2 years ago before Periscope existed. So we've already met Aaron, and I've already met Miko and the kids. So I was really blessed to be able to find Aaron here on Periscope. That was good for me. So yeah, I agree, Aaron. Yes. We're hoping to meet Lisa as well. We're going to be staying with Lisa. She scopes us Israel travel secrets. So we're hoping to be staying with her on Friday night. So we might be scoping in her area at that time. Thank you. Yeah, well, I think yes, pre-Periscope. Well, that's only a year old, and it's 2 years since we were here. So, yep, it was pre-Periscope. We knew all about you. Hard to believe. Yeah, oh look, Periscope's great. I think it's really wonderful. It's a good tool for just sharing with people how things really are. Okay, well look, I'll sign off here, and I'll scope again from the port in a few minutes' time. Let me know when you'd like a share on a future scope. Well look, if you want to share anytime, Solange, because any of the Christians will be interested in this place that I'm at the moment. It's a significant place in the New Testament. Bye, Aaron. We'll see you again in another scope. If anybody wants to share before I sign off, you can do. Oh, look, we're safe. Don't worry. We're careful. And we've been here before. It's not like we're newcomers here. So we feel very much at home here. I feel like Israel's my second home. Okay, well, signing off now, and I'll scope again shortly. Bye-bye.